All right, guys. So we are going to be starting with Boom 500 as a weekly breakdown. So today is Monday, and the week started yesterday, which is Sunday. So I don't trade on Sunday. I don't trade on Saturday too. So my trade is always from Monday up. So if you look at this chart, we are having a buying bias. Okay, like the price is likely going to be buying. Like we are going to be having spikes on Boom 500 for the week. Okay, we are going to be buying. Like today, if you look at the candlestick, you can see the week rejection right there, how long that week rejection is. So you are seeing buying power, okay, at that zone. Look at the daily candle. Okay, that's the daily candle right there. You can see the point where it started, and there was a lot of people were buying because we had, you can see my line here. I have my red trend line. Okay, this line here is my trend line, and it came very far way down. Okay, connecting to this level, and the price respected that trend line. Okay, so I want you to pay close attention to this is daily time frame. Okay, so I'm going to go down to lower time frame to show you, but if I zoom uh out completely, you're going to see how my range, that is my channel, which is these two lines. Okay, the price is likely going to continue that way, in my channel, and keep going up and down to the upward direction. Okay, so you can see the channel I put in there. Okay, so I'm expecting the price to push more up for the week, okay, to this point, then maybe reverse and keep making this movement to the upside. All right, so that's for the overview using the daily time frame. Okay, so if I change to 4 hours time frame, you are going to see clearly we are going to be having we had our W pattern already. So what two ways to take this trade now, two ways to take this trade. So I'm going to be waiting for a breakout from this my channel. Okay, descending channel right there, or descending with, I call it widget anyway, so any of them. So I'm waiting for a breakout there. Once the price break, that's my red line coming down. Okay, once the price break it to the upside, I'm going to be buying, okay, and holding it for a very long time. So I'm going to wait for price to retrace back to this level. I want to wait for the price to retrace back to this level again. Okay, once the price come there, you can see I had my green arrow. Okay, that's the direction I'm looking as, kind of I'm focusing on where this price is likely going to go for the week. Okay, that's the direction I'm looking at, the price pushing way up to this side. So but we are still paying attention to see the reaction of the price. So two ways: either the price retrace back to our level right there, or the price break our line, which is our trend line downward. Okay, if the price break this trend line to the upside, okay, and closes this way to the upside, we are going to be buying. Okay, so I'll be watching anyways. So if there's any breakout, or if there is a retest to that line, we are definitely going to be taking trades. So I just want to break down this. So if I go to 1 hour time frame, you are still going to see, you can see we had the retracement ongoing. Okay, the retracement is ongoing. Probably is going to touch here. Then if it touches here, we are going to be taking it from there to the upside. Okay, to the upside, to complete the second leg of the W pattern. Or a spike, maybe a strong spike might come now. You can see, if you zoom in, you can see the price have started forming the higher highs, okay, and higher low, another higher highs. So we are having a higher low to a higher high. So if the price eventually breaks this my line, okay, I'm going to be taking trade. Once you see a candlestick closes above this line, I'm going to be buying. Okay, I will confirm my buy, okay, and enter my trade. If I still go down to 15 minutes time frame, you are still going to see we are even having a sub W pattern. And if you look closely here, okay, look at the price push, come here, reverse, and we're expecting a push up. So everything is just showing me bullish for this week. So I'm looking for spikes, okay, on Boom 500. Okay, so once I see any confirmation, I'm going to drop it. But why I'm breaking down this chart is that you mustn't be waiting for me to drop buy or sell. Just have these things in mind. Look for a good entry for buys. Okay, so you should know that picking all these candlesticks, capping might not be so good. Boom, 500. So we might likely be having those small red candlestick dropping to this side. But look at the points. You have to pay very close attention to if the price should come to this point, okay, or look at another point you have to pay close attention to. Okay, that is where we are going to be having spikes. Draw this at your own end. These are the spike points. So if the price comes to this point, you can enter for spike. If the price comes to this point, these are my levels. Okay, probably the spike that we had before come from this. Sorry, um this swing high. That's why we had that spike before. Okay, still here. So probably that's the point we are going to be having probably another spike. But if the price break that zone and start coming down to the downside, the next point we are going to be seeing spike is here. Okay, and if the price should break down coming to the downside, the next point is here, and the next point is here. Remember, when I'm talking about spike, I'm not saying just one spike. I'm talking about catching a lot of spikes. Okay, so two ways. Either if you have an account like that can hold pullbacks, okay, you can enter for a spike now. Okay, but if you look at the candlestick closure, okay, the candlestick closes as a bearish candle. Okay, right now, so this is a live chart. This candlestick closes as a bearish candle, which is a shooting star. So after an inside bar candlestick pattern formed, or to that top, we had a shooting star, which confirms that we are going to be having the price retrace back to the zone, maybe this first zone here, okay, or the second zone here. So this is our target for now. This is 15 minutes time frame, so pay close attention to all these targets. If the price comes to this zone, you can enter for a spike. If the price comes to the second zone, you can also enter for a spike. But the best point to enter for this spike is this last zone, okay, which is here, because it's aligned with our trend line. So once the spike comes here, you enter and you hold your trade for a very long time. It's going to be spiking a lot. Okay, so this is basically the chart breakdown. So either you are taking a buy right now, okay, and see if a spike is going to come from there and break this zone. Okay, if the spikes come and break that zone, you hold your trade. Then if you enter that zone, just set your stop loss just a bit down here, maybe somewhere here. Okay, so that should be your stop loss level if you are entering this trade now. But if you just want to wait, okay, to confirm everything, you need to wait for the price to retrace way back to this point, testing this zone again. But it might not happen. Okay, it might not happen. So the only they just you have to decide what you want to do. For me, because of the bearish candle I saw, this bearish candle right here, I wanted to enter this trade live to show you guys. Okay, I wanted to enter this trade live to show you, but because of this bearish candle I saw, I'm not going to be entering the trade again, because this price might push way to this point before we start having that spike. Okay, so I'm not just looking for one spike. Definitely it's going to spike around that zone. Okay, it's going to spike around this zone, but I don't just want to catch one spike and I will lose it all. So I needed to enter and catch multiple spikes. So these are the points, the place I want you guys to pay close attention to for the day. Okay, for the day, this is 15 minutes time frame, so this thing is what is likely going to play out on 500. So take decision if you are taking the first entry, which is right now, or you are waiting for the second entry, which is here, or you are waiting for the main entry or the major entry, which is here. So all depends on what you want. So my first entry is like right now, even though we are having that bullish candlestick there. So but if you like taking that kind of risk, you can enter here, which is the first, this is the second entry, and this is the last entry. All right, so I hope this will be helpful for the week, to at least you see the overview for the BOM 500. With time, I'm going to be checking out other indices to break it down again for you. You can also draw this line at your own end and monitor them as they move. Okay, that's thank you.